All right, good morning, guys. Good morning. It's been a while since I posted a YouTube video. I want to talk real quick about how life's been going and just relate it back to you guys and how I can help you guys out. I'm a firm believer in God, firm believer in that there's, well, what I just said, that God is real, God is good, God is the greatest, He's the best of planners. And I found that, and I don't think this is a coincidence by any means, but there was a point in time this year where I really distanced myself from God. I wasn't really praying anymore. I wasn't really going to church. Didn't think about Him at all. I was just too worried about myself, about why do I feel like shit? Why do I feel so terrible? Why do I feel like this? Why do I feel like that? Why me? You know, just constantly worried about me. Why do I feel like shit? What can I do to make myself feel better? And obviously, you know, you are important. I'm not telling you that you don't mean nothing and that you should never worry about yourself, but life is about people, man. Life is about relationships. Life is about connecting with other people. When you're constantly worried about how shit you feel, how terrible you feel, how bad you feel, well, it's very hard to connect with other people when you're constantly just worried about your damn self. All right, do you wanna be close to somebody who only cares about themselves? You want to be close to somebody who only worries about how they look in pictures, how they look in this, how people perceive them in this aspect, and not even care about you. All right, so work out with someone who only cares about their exercise, doesn't care if you're doing it right, doesn't care if you're doing it the right way, if you're doing the right sets, if you're doing it with proper form. Excuse me, holy shit. You don't want to be around somebody like that. And one thing I found that really helped me was praying to God. And one prayer in particular that's really helped out a whole bunch is just asking Him to remove the fear and anxiety from my mind, my body, my spirit. Because listen, believing in God, it's not supposed to be a timid belief. You're not supposed to be timid about it. You're not supposed to be scared. Like, you should have a firm belief. And really the only person to fear is the man above. You know, fearing that you're not living the way He wants you to live, in accordance to how He wants you to live and enjoy this gift of life that you're being blessed with each and every single day that you wake up. All right. Not everybody had the opportunity to wake up today. There's people from all around the country who died this morning, who died last night, who died in their sleep, who died 2 minutes ago. So the fact that you're still alive, it's very clear that God still has a plan for you. You're not done. All right. Your story isn't finished. You might feel depressed, you might feel sad, you might feel anxious, but you're still here for a reason. And the best thing that I found is just praying to Him and asking Him to remove this fear, this anxiety, this doubt from your mind, your body, and your spirit. And it might not happen immediately, right? It might not happen in an instant. I've only really started reaping the benefits just this month and last month, and maybe 3 months ago. But I found just constantly praying to Him and talking to Him. Remember, you're not alone. God is always here with you. He's here with me right now as we speak. I'm pretty much speaking through Him. I'm almost like a vessel. I'm just a messenger for God right now as we're speaking. And I can very proudly say that I haven't felt anxiety or fear in my mind in a very long time. And it's a crippling emotion. It's why I'm so proud to say it. It's very crippling when you want to talk to somebody, or you want to talk to your friends, or this cute girl you see at the gym, or whoever it may be, customer at your job, and you're just constantly worried about how you're being perceived. You're constantly worried about how you feel, what they're going to say about you, that you're not even there helping them out. All right, you're here present, like your body's here, but your mind isn't. Your mind is somewhere else, and somewhere that it really shouldn't be. You're supposed to be here right now, because this is the only thing that we have right now. This jacket could be burned. All these clothes could be burned, but I have this present moment right now as we speak. I could lose all this stuff. I could lose my phone, but all I have right now is the present. And that's not just me, that's you as well. The present moment is all that we have. And I found that by just praying to God and just telling Him, please remove all these fears, remove all these doubts, remove all these anxieties from my mind, my body, and my spirit, praying multiple times. And I don't just ask. I always thank Him. I always thank Him for another day. Thank Him for being able to see my parents. You know, my dad just called me about an hour ago. My mom is awake. She's inside the house right now as we speak. Being grateful for that stuff. You know, my boys, I got a couple group chats. They're still up and kicking. They're still texting me and stuff. And I'm grateful for that. All right, I'm grateful for the people around me. I'm grateful that they're still alive and that they're still blessed, even if they may not realize it. You know, they might be going through some stuff. We all go through some stuff in life, but they're still alive. And it's very hard, what I just said, like being connected with all these people when you're constantly worried about yourself. You know, I feel much more connected with my mom and my dad right now than I did 4 or 5 months ago, when I was just worried about me, worried about what's going on with me. Why don't I feel good? Why don't I feel happy? What is this? What can I do for myself? Obviously, you want to worry about yourself, yeah, because this is your life, but it's not. Life is all about relationships. It's all about relationships. Even if you want to make money, well, you're not just gonna make money selling to fucking robots. Or maybe you can, maybe, but you get my point, all right? The technology is going crazy right now, so maybe there's gonna come a point in time where you might not need relationships like you do now, but you still need them to an extent, right? Like, how are you gonna learn how to make money? Who are you gonna make money with? What customers are you gonna be serving? Life is all about relationships, dude. It's all about it. And when you're constantly just worried about me, how can I feel better? How can I make myself feel better? You're not gonna get that far in life. Yeah, you gotta be selfish to an extent. And I'm not saying to just only care about other people. But you gotta understand that you gotta live with an open heart, dude. You gotta live with an open heart. You can't be afraid. You can't be afraid in this life. You can't be afraid of what people are gonna say, what people will think of you, how people will judge you. You can't. You just can't. It's just not gonna work out, dude. So don't be afraid to pray. Don't be afraid to pray to God. All right, that's how I've resolved it. And I can comfortably say that very rarely, very fucking rarely, unless somebody walks in the building with a strap, or unless somebody walks in the building ready to do some damage, do I feel that anxiety in my mind. I'm just very much here present, and I love it. I love being able to be present, and people love it as well. You ever talk to someone and they're right there next to you, but they're not really there? They're kind of just looking around, just thinking, too busy being in their own head that you guys can't even connect. And they might want to connect with you. All right, I know for a fact there were people who I wanted to connect with, but I was too busy and too occupied, worried about myself, that I was never able to do anything. Whether it be a woman at the gym, a woman at work, a woman anywhere, because I love women, or even my boys, they were telling me something deep, and I'm too busy worried about, damn, I'm real depressed, I'm real this, I'm real that. And I'm not saying that these emotions are invalid, but you're a man. You gotta get over it. You gotta deal with it. And not just by yourself. I just told you guys, pray to God. God has your back. God is always here with you. Don't be afraid to pray. All right? Go do it right now. God bless.